48 hours ago, security in the nation's capital, in an all-out operation, made deployment to repel headstrong what many saw as a litmus test to the resolve of the security architecture of the Federal Capital Territory. Now, the force spokesperson, CSP Benjamin, said the operation was carried out in line with existing legal restrictions of protests in sensitive areas of the FCT. So this morning, we will highlight the success of that operation and general security improvement in Maitama district. Thank you for joining us. This is Call the Police live on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja. I am Tessie Omeri. Good morning. Thank you for staying tuned. And if you're just joining us, this is your regular security check program on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja. Like we always say, security is you and I's business. Let's watch the security situation of Maitama before we meet our guests, and then we continue with our discussion for today.
The farmers market along Yad Saram Street on the Ibrahim Babangida Boulevard is always expectedly a location of interest in the highbrow districts. Similarly, a couple of commuters bus stops along the urban area ring roads in Maitama means that security requires higher attention. Maitama is highly evolved and exclusive residential district in the nation's capital. Coupled with these, the area is flanked from various sides to densely populated shanties such as Mpape, Gishiri and Mabushi amongst others. Residents say the major threat to security within the area as a result has been housebreaking by petty thieves, laborers who take shelter in construction sites in some of the neighboring communities around the district, and the challenge occasionally posed by scavengers.
You know, miscreants come into Maitama and you know, one thing or the other, when they get the chance, they commit one theft or the other.
Much appreciatively, residents commended the proactiveness of the divisional police effort to regularly maintain surveillance and ensure provision of adequate security in the districts.
Because during the night, they normally have been down here. Then when it's late, anything 11, they will come to this point till daybreak. So I don't think there will be any kind of such news within here.
The important thing that I think the Maitama residents are happy for is that when we call the police, we get a quick response.
The people believe that to sustain this tempo, the inadequacy of manpower and logistics need to be given required attention, just as information volunteering to the police are major requirements to achieve the desired safe and peaceful community.
Thank you, Onotu, for that background report. Always relief when you hear people saying, when we call the police, they are here to respond. Okay, to get more on the program this morning, let's meet our guest. She is the Chief Superintendent of Police, Helhira Altine Daniel. She is the Divisional Police Officer in charge of Maitama. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, viewers.
Let me use the Hausa adage. You know that you would understand what I'm saying. DPO Ma, thank you for having you this morning.
Thank you.
On Monday, certain areas in the Federal Capital Territory were almost like no-go areas, and residents had tough time navigating the city center. So how's the situation like now?
Well, you know, on Monday there was a protest, and a court order was given that the 3-arm zone should not be accessed by the protesters. And the Commissioner of Police, FCT Police Command CP Milat Antawai, helped in designing the operation in such a way that these 3-arm zone is barricaded because that is where we have the seat of government, and I'm not sure any sensible Nigerian will like to invade the seat of government. And that was why we had deployments from Aso Drive to Amadou Bello Way by Benway House, Nitel Junction. We had by Finance, we had by Women Affairs, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan by Court of Appeal, Agana by Transcorp were all barricaded so that we can be able to control the crowd that gets within there. Those that are working within there were given access to go to their offices, but any other activity was restricted so that we can be able to monitor the security situation.
Okay, ma, the first PPRO said that the country's foremost law enforcement, which is the police,
yes,
have the mandate, of course, to do that. So we want to know how is the level of, acceptance from the people, level of compliance from the people.
Well, I think people really complied because I personally manned the Ghana by Transcorp access, and we explained to them that this is what is happening and that is why we are here for today. So they should please bear with us. And then we showed them alternate routes. Like if you're going to the Federal Secretariat, we will tell you, okay, go back through the Army Barracks access and come in through either the DSS or through the Force Headquarters access. And people complied. It was not really so difficult. People understood why we are there, and we explained ourselves so that they can be able to appreciate the fact that we are not trying to make people suffer, but we're trying to have a peaceful society, which God helping us, we were able to achieve.
Yeah, talking about peaceful society, people that are inside the city center, talking about people that are resident here,
yes,
will be seeing a different picture of people outside of Abuja. If you hear the stories, the information that they're calling, we have to be careful, so things happen, So for the sake of emphasis, enlighten people on the need for fake news.
Yes,
because
the truth is,
the story that I've heard.
Yes, I know. I saw some. Yeah. Well, I always tell people, it's not everything you see on social media that is true. There was a video that went viral that day. A helicopter was moving up. People were running. That thing was never in Nigeria. It was never in Nigeria, but they said happening now in Abuja. So it's really funny.
People that have relatives inside
Abuja will be panicking. They will keep calling, and it's not true. So please, let's try and understand events as they unfold. They are the NTAs, there's TVC channels, AIT. These mediums will give you accurate information. Some of these social media news outlets at times it's just, yes, sometimes AI generated. It's always a bit difficult for people to understand which one is true and which one is false. But I think when we look at our old reliables, I think we will get we will get the information we really need, so that we can not panic or get into a state of disarray.
Away from the Monday incident,
yes,
and back to your area of jurisdiction, which is Maitama.
Yes.
From the background reports, I heard when the woman said, when you call the police, they respond promptly and all that. And so when we hear things like that, it gives people respite.
Yes, true.
And then, of course, we know that you cannot do it all alone.
Very
Can you
true.
shed more light on the success story recorded in Maitama and how you intend to sustain it?
Well, I have to be very grateful to especially the transport unions within Maitama, because they are the ones running those small motor parks. And we always talk with them. And I tell them at any given time, if you have anything, call me. If you don't get me, call my SO, my DCOs, my DTOs. They are all there so that we can be able to look into it. And to be honest with you, Maitama is one of the districts that if there is anything, it will just go around fast. So we try as much as we can to see that we have a cordial relationship with all the residents and then even people doing businesses around there, so that we can be able to come in where we need to come in and be able to advise them where we need to.
This is called The Police, your regular security check program on the Unity station. Remember how we used to do it every Wednesday? It's an interactive forum for you to call and also ask questions or recommendations or comments. Our DPO is right here. She will respond to whatever concern. make it known to her. I'm sure she will respond adequately. We'll have numbers showing on our screen for you to reach out to us so that be part of our discussion. This farmers market, a very popular spot. When you
Yes.
go to Maitama, the
Maitama,
first
very true.
is farmers market.
Yes.
Has
Yes.
so much inflow of people,
Yes.
buyers and sellers
Yes.
alike. So how do you control security activities within that access?
Well, we have a good relationship with the union because they have a union there. And if you notice, we have a police vehicle that is permanently located there with our men there looking out for anything and in case of anything. And if they have any challenge, immediately they call us. We get there and try and see how we can get around it. There was a time they were having issues of miscreants roaming the place, and we were able to raid the place once, twice, and they stayed clear. So it's something that we'll continue to sustain. And I have to be very grateful to the union because they have always stood by us in whatever we do.
That's good to hear.
Yes, yes.
We have our first caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Is it called police call?
This is called the police, and you're live on TV. Can you please tell us your name?
My name is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Asokoro.
Okay, Emmanuel, how is Asokoro this morning?
Asokoro was fine. My own concern is about I don't know what police are doing in time of these Aboro people. These Aboro people are contributing insecurity in this our nation. Once you are driving, either your friend try to drop your friend, somebody will just jump into your car, tagging with you for your key, which you don't know whether it's a new number or whatever. So before you know, they will now gather you. And once they bring you out, one of them will just drive your car. They will know where they drive your car to. Then the other will say, go to their office. Sometimes in that issue, they go with your car and you never see it forever.
Oh, that's serious.
Serious.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Emmanuel, good morning, sir. In Maitama, we've created a relationship with the unions there. And immediately I came on board. I remember our first briefing. It was one of the issues that were mentioned around our barracks.
Yes.
And I called the unions and I told them, see, you will do your work, but you will allow us to do our work, and then you will not infringe on people's rights. And since that time, anybody that reports such an incident, we take drastic action on them. And we have relatively, at our own end, reduced that kind of activity. And hopefully, my colleague in Asokoro will do same, and we will have more safety for road users. But there is one thing, madam, I have to state it clearly. There are a lot of people that in the name of it's my private car are doing commercial. And it's that commercial that they are using to constitute nuisance and do this one chance stuff. So which is always a problem to us because you are not registered with them. If anything should happen, they cannot be able to fetch you out. You pick a passenger, we don't even know where you're going to. You just pull out. You go away with the person. And then at the end of the day, you hear, one chance I've picked this person.
Where did the one chance?
Very good. Okay. So that is why it's good if you want to do commercial, join the unions. There's nothing wrong with you joining the unions. They are all part of repositioning the society and making business easier. So why don't they just join the unions?
Okay, Ma, you have made vital points about the need for why people use private vehicles to do commercial, and of course, in those kind of situations, they get one chance and they cannot be verified. No data, no
nothing.
But then my concern is these avenues.
Yes.
Is there no better way, civil way of doing their activities?
As I said earlier, in Maitama, yes, in Maitama they were doing that. At a point, I had to work with the union, the transport union, and then all other unions. In the parks, they have like 3-4 unions, NURTW, RETAN, one there, like 3-4 in each, motor park. So all of them are operating independently. But when I came, I asked them to harmonize their operations so that we will not be having these issues. And God helping us, it has really come to a standstill within our area. We have, pockets of it, 1, 2, but we have really, really checkmated it. Because if we find you wanting, definitely we will not let you go.
Okay, thank you, Ma. And I want to believe Emmanuel maybe would without understood your explanation and how to go about it. Now, one major challenge in FCT today is this threat posed by domestic servants.
Yes.
A very serious
It
issue.
is very.
Because you would hear an entire household killed, or an entire household kidnapped, or a child, or someone very important in the family as a result of domestic servant you yourself employed. This profiling, do you think it will help?
Yeah, it's really very, very important. You see, most often than not, there are agents that bring these people to them. The agents don't even know the people they are bringing to your house. Yes, they just have, okay, somebody that have told them, my cousin, my sister is looking for a job. And the moment you tell them, okay, I need so and so specification of a person that I want to work with me, they'll just bring the person for you. You will not profile the person. You will not even check his medical history, because there are people with medical histories. Good. You will not do that. You just give the person, okay, we are going to start work, go and start work. But I think we need to start having the idea of this profiling. Yes, get to know who you are employing into your house, because that person automatically becomes your family. Even if it's for a day, that person have become your family, because you have access to your house, you have access to your kids. So that kind of person, you must be able to know, who is this person I'm bringing into my house.
You have access, I'm just wondering in my head.
Yes.
That person will have access even to the most private things.
Yes.
Your food,
yes. Everything. Everything. So you have to be very, very careful. There is nothing wrong in you employing a house help and going to the divisional police office within your AOR and tell them, okay, I've just employed this person. Please, can the person be profiled for me? It's very easy. It's to try and get who are this person's referees, who are this person's relatives, where is this person coming from, what have this person done before, if there is any. And based on that information, at least you will have some level of respite, knowing that, okay, this is the kind of person I've brought into my house. So I think profiling, it's really, really very important, especially in this age and time. It is.
I would ask,
yes.
Is it a difficult process?
It is not. It is not. Okay. We snap the person a picture. We ask the person some basic questions. Where are you from? What have you done before? Like, which work have you been into before, or have you gone to school? Which school? Yeah. Where are your parents? Your permanent address? Who are your referees? Let's see them. What do they do? Where are they? These are the basic things. And if we have that, I think we're good to go. Yes.
It's enough to.
It's enough to make you comfortable with whoever you're bringing into your house.
Okay, now let's go back to Maitama again. We are
Sure.
discussing Maitama.
Yeah.
The level of cooperation with security and residents, how is it like? Even though from that respondent, it's actually obvious that you have a peaceful relationship with some. Is it?
Well, it is. It's a good one, because Maitama is a highbrow area, and most of them have securities within their own houses, policemen that are already attached to them, apart from the ones that our surveillance and other patrol teams provide. So because of that, we try as much as we can to sustain a relationship with all the security working within the Maitama axis, so that we can be on the same page. If they have a particular challenge, let's see how we can be able to address it. If they have any issues, they can call us at any time, and we will be there to see how we can be able to assist.
Okay, I know the last time we spoke with you on issues of scavengers.
Yes.
It's a fight to finish.
It's a fight to finish, and we're still on. We are still on. They are coming, and we're chasing them out, because most often than not, if you charge them to court, the judgments are not that strict. So they pay fine, or they are given these menial punishments, and then they come back. But what we do, we try to see how we can address it properly, and then make them to leave that area, because Maitama is a residential area. It's not a scavenging area. That's number one. Number two, we cannot have dumps there. It's not possible. We can't have dumps there, because if we encourage them to have dumps there, that is when criminality will get expanded, because they will keep going and picking people's things in the name of doing babambula work, and then they are stealing people's things. So we try as much as we can to see that we don't have those dumps there. And those of them roaming the streets, we try as much as we can to send them out of Maitama. Yes.
Okay, yeah. gradually, we're rounding up your security tips to LTT residents.
Well, be your brother's keeper. It's not in every situation you do video or you snap picture. No, get the police number and call. It's very important. We have a lot of pin down points, that is police points at various locations. If you don't have the police number, rush to the nearest one to you. Give them information. They will call. Try as much as you can to be very vigilant. Very vigilant. People that you visit, people that visit you, open your eyes and be sure so that we will have a safer society.
This issue of confidentiality, how is it coming up with?
It's really helpful. It's really working. Yes, they are. Like in Maitama, if you call us and tell us there is this thing happening, we will rush there. We don't need you to give us any detail about yourself or anything. No. All we want is give us the information and then we will move in there and see how we can bring respite to people. That is why we are there.
Okay. Finally, before I let you go, let's talk about things to look out for in terms of one child.
Okay.
Things to look out for.
Yes.
Because they say it's not written
on the faces, no.
Then,
yeah.
Trying to be security
yes. Number one, if you're entering any vehicle, please, before you enter, if the driver will not allow you to open the boot, don't enter. Number two, if you notice there are 2 or 3 people in the vehicle that you don't understand, you know we all have gut feeling. Yes. If you're not comfortable, please don't enter. Yes. If you notice, yes, now they've learned they will bring all the glasses down until you enter before they wind it up. Yes. The moment you see them winding up, open the car. Open the car. There are people on the road. By the time you open the car, definitely somebody will be there. Yes, there are instances where we've had stories. It's one person that will do that to you. The moment you notice the person is being fishy or funny or taking a route you don't understand, open the car and go out. There are people that will see you and they will raise alarm. Please don't isolate yourself and enter vehicles in locations that are far away. There are designated car parks in every axis. Don't stay in an isolated place and enter a vehicle you alone, especially my female colleagues, my sisters. Please, they take advantage of us because they always think we don't have the strength to fight them. We can't do anything. So if you have a male colleague that is going your direction, please close and go with him at that time. Yes, it's better you move with somebody you trust than going alone. And if, especially when it's raining, please stay away from any car park that is isolated. Wait, let the rains come down, then go out. Because in your rush, you may end up in trouble. So please just be patient small. Let the rain stop. Then you go to any designated car park and enter vehicles from there. God helping us, those unions are really supporting us to see that we don't have these incidences reoccurring.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We've heard from her. She has spoken extensively about general security and, of course, your personal security. And I want to believe you have been able to pick 1 or 2 tips to make judicious use of it. Like we always say, security is you and I's business. Thank you so much for coming on the program, Ma.
Thank you. Yeah. It's a pleasure being here.
Right. And that's it on this week's episode of Call the Police. But do remember, as always, collective support to security agencies with credible and timely intelligence information will go a long way in ensuring our national security. Until we come your way again, same time, same station next week, I remain yours, Tessie Omeri. Good morning.